Hello everyone, my name is Wilfred Abincha. Welcome back. Subscribe, let's share knowledge, let's learn together.
For you to plot, you need data. So let's import our data, this data, tcc underscore data.csv. As we did last time, you can write a name, but I prefer using file name to import file name, then this quotation marks, then you write tcc, the name as it appears here, .csv, because the format of this file is CSV. Then you hold the control key on your keyboard, then press enter. I recognizes this as file name, not tcc data.csv. It recognizes it as file name. Now I want to read .csv, read file name, and call it my data. Then this file name has headers. That's why we have written header is equals true, means this file here has headers. Because we have imported this, as you can see, we have import file name tcc. Then what we need to do is read it. After typing this, you remember this is the command read.csv. Read, you read the file name, then here this is the attribute of that file, that's headers. Then you hold control key, then press enter. Now we want to view this data. It can be read now. This command means you can read this. You can write view my data so that it comes here as a new tab. Control V. You have seen it has come here. It has these genotypes, and these are value of carotenoids, and this is a value of dry matter content. You can also decide not to view it here on a new type and in a new tab. You just write my data. Then if you hold control and press enter, it just come down here in the console. You view it there. So after importing our data to R and reading it, we can plot. To make a box plot, you just write this command here, box plot. And from which data are we making a box plot? Is from my data. You remember that this file name, we read it as my data. We are going to use a column called carotene. As you can see, my data is here. These are genotypes, and we have two columns. This is called carotene. So we are going to make a box plot from my data. In my data, we are going to use a column. This $sign here means it's a column. We are going to use a column called carotene. When you want to select a column, you just place this $sign, then you write a column name. So after that, we execute. You can see this is a box plot we have made. It has come here on this type of plots. You can see this is our box plot. You can click here, export, you save as PDF, or you save as image that you want. This is an image format that you want. Then after giving it a name, then you save to the path that you want. So that's how we make a box plot in R. You can also make an histogram. Just type this command, histogram, hist. Then you open bracket, you write from which data. We are going to use our data, which we named my data. Then which column? We are going to use a column called carotene. This column called carotene. So you put a comma, then attributes of your histogram. Main is the title. The main is the title. We have given this title total carotenoids. Remember to put these quotation marks. Then xlab is what the name of the x-axis. The name of x-axis is carotene. You remember to put this. While we are putting this file, the attributes of our plot, we put comma. We are finished with the title, and we place comma. We have come to a name of x-axis. We have written carotene. You put comma. Then border. We are going to put a border which is blue. You remember we have to put this quotation mark, then you close the brackets. After that, you run, hold control, then press enter. This is the histogram. As you can see, the border was blue. See, these borders of every box here is blue. Then XLab is carotene. This x-axis, it has written carotene. This main is the title. It has written total carotenoids, and these are the frequencies. That's how we make an histogram in R. You can also export the same way that we did. You just come here and explore these options and export your data. So we can also make a quantile plot. You just write QQ normal, because it's a normal probability which you are using. From which data you write my data, from which column, carotene. Then you put this a point character which is 19. This is something which this command here affects the point, the plotting point, the shape of that plotting point. Then color, comma, then color is red. Then main is the title, just like histogram you write. Very easy. Then you hold control, then press enter. You see the QQ plot is here. For us to explore this point character, you can put, let's put 20. You realize what happens if we put 20 here and hold control and press enter. You can see it has become small. Let's put even 25 so that we see the change. You see this here, it has changed the shape. Then we need a line which passes here. So you write quick QQ line. Then from your data, from which data, and column, my data, and this column which is called carotene column. You hold control key, you press enter, you find this. Also, this can be exported for you to use it in your publication or another work. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lesson.